HNT is showing signs of life after capitulating down to the $3.10 level and showing record signs of volume afterwards. This is exactly what we mentioned in last week's video. We are very happy to see the follow-through price action, but the volume levels are critical when considering if this could finally be the end of this month-long downtrend. The volume levels of this blow-off bottom almost double the volume of the blow-off top we saw last November, and the follow-through price action is intense. Helium is up almost 40% in the last 24 hours at the time of this recording. Final capitulation of market participants was what we were looking for, and it looks like we may have just witnessed it. HNT is perhaps the greatest opportunity in crypto if you measure your investment horizon in months and years instead of days and weeks. Let's take a look at the details in today's video. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video here on the Crypto Compound channel. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I hope you guys are having a great day. Please hit that like and subscribe on the way in. It really helps support the channel. Today's video, much more exciting video, a video I have been waiting to make today. Helium is currently up about right now at the recording of this video, 46% over the past 24 hours. We have witnessed what it looks to be like a blow off bottom here. As you can see, this volume candle is the largest of its kind, dating all the way back since Helium's inception. This is incredible news, and as I mentioned in the intro in last video, we highlighted not only this price level of the bottom trough here, the close of this structure here as being another potential bottom for the Helium HNT price to test, which it ultimately did. As you can see, it did wick below it, but we also made reference to there being no signs of a full turnaround until we saw increased volume levels. Now, in that video, I will play a small clip somewhere here, but the question now is, where do we go from here? As we can see, this was really the ice line. This was the end all be all, and we are currently below it. And I really don't think it is out of the question to say we might actually go back and retest lower levels here of this structure. It is very possible, in my opinion, it is possible for us to go all the way down to this close here, which is around the $3.15 range. In my opinion, that is the next level that will show any reaction from the market. In a lot of videos, we're really getting to the capitulation point here on the charts, and I really don't think we're there exactly yet, because I want to point out this blow off top here. This was back at the all-time high back in November when we reached about $54. If we zoom out here, you can see that this is the level I'm talking about. That's a blow off top of the all-time high, and usually I would expect to see a blow off bottom or a huge spike in volume once we get to full capitulation in the marketplace, and we have not seen that just yet. We did reference and drew a circle around this blow off top here back in November, and we said we want to see some sort of volume here to indicate a blow off bottom with follow through price action that is incredibly positive. And as we can see, we have one of the biggest green candles we have ever seen here on the HNT price chart. This is great news for people who have stuck around, who believe in the network. But of course, there is still a lot of work to do. However, this could indicate a bottom forming here on the charts. And again, as I mentioned in the last video, I don't think that there's anything fundamentally broken about the Helium network that caused this downturn. I think it was a culmination of multiple headlines, fear, uncertainty, and doubt spreading amongst market participants, and people really losing patience and capitulating, giving up their positions here in HNT and moving on to something else. Now, as you can see, guys, last night, about 15 hours ago from the recording of this video, I mentioned this wick down to the $3.10 range, and I also highlighted the massive volume we were seeing, which was really great. And I did mention in this tweet, I said Helium is perhaps the biggest opportunity in crypto right now if you measure your investment horizon in months or years instead of days or weeks. And I want to preface that by saying, of course, this isn't going to be an immediate turnaround. However, we are currently now up 51%, right around the $5.05 range. This is a really serious upward movement here. This follow through price action is critical if we want to identify a bottom forming. So that is very good. I want to mention that this is not going to be a recovery that is measured in days or weeks. It will take months or even years to see a full recovery and for market participants to start piling back in once we see the progress that Helium and HNT and the development team and Nova Labs is making. Guys, if we go over here to coinmarketcap.com, we can see that Helium is still down 10% or 7% in the last 7 days. However, we are up currently 38% over the last 28 hours according to the measurements here on coinmarketcap.com. But if we go over here, we can see that Helium is currently being measured at plus 50% over the last 24 hours. So this is a huge price shift, a price movement and momentum and sentiment shift here potentially, because a lot of people in the crypto community only look at price to gauge sentiment. And when they see something like this, numbers like this, it really does change people's perspective. And if we filter here on the best performing asset over the last 24 hours, it is in fact Helium, which is ironic because just a few days ago, it was the worst performing asset over the last 24 hours in the top 100 coins by market cap. So times change very quickly. Momentum and sentiment change very quickly here in crypto world. But guys, this is really great news. This is a great day for everyone here in the community, here on the channel. We have been waiting for some good news, some good price action, and we have finally gotten it. Now, as we can see down below, we also were extremely oversold here on the RSI. We have recovered in and are approaching now the neutral zone here of the RSI, which is very good. A big momentum shift coming here with these volume levels. So this is all very good news. Time will tell on the real follow through price action over the next coming week or so. But it is, guys, it is still possible to come back down and retest this $3.15, $3.20 level to confirm a bottom. That is the confirmation we'll be looking for. A test and a retest is always needed in order to define a true bottom and a true turnaround in momentum. So we will see how that unfolds over the coming days. But I would certainly expect some difficulty in overtaking this $5.10 level. As we know, this was a critical level way back here in February of 2021. And as we can see, this bar here just came up and touched it briefly and now is sitting just below it. But we will see how we react in the hours and days to come. Now, guys, lastly, I really do want to emphasize how this will not be an immediate turnaround. We're not going to see $20 HNT next week after this huge price action we've been seeing over the last 24 hours. But it will certainly be funny to see the two headlines about a day apart of Helium being down 50% and then all of a sudden being up 50% so fast. It really is crazy how things change in the blink of an eye here in the crypto world. But guys, thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have any questions regarding this, but keep thinking long term and I will do my best to keep you guys updated on everything here Helium related. Thank you guys all so much for being here and watching until the end. Please hit that like and subscribe if you have not already. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, but just like that, this video is over and I will see you next time.